What's going on, Butcher Crew? It's your girl, your master butcher, the Saw, and welcome back to Crank It Loud TV. We're here in Charlotte to see Creeping Death, Devil Master, Power Trip, and High on Fire. I had the honor of sitting down with Reese and Erika from Creeping Death to interview them. Hope you enjoy it. Guys, welcome back to Crank It Loud TV. I am here with Rico and Reese from Creeping Death. Thank you so much for coming and talking to me.
Absolutely.
So first off, great show.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely awesome. So how did you guys feel about the show? How do you think it went?
It was sweet. It was really good. It's a good feeling when you play like that early and there's people there to watch.
Oh yeah.
So it's pretty sweet.
The pit broke out. I saw someone dressed up like Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus was at the show.
Jesus was at the show.
Old time friend of mine.
Did you see the Afro guy?
Yeah, he had
a wig on.
He's at like every show.
That's sick.
It's awesome.
That's cool.
Does he wear the wig every time?
Yes, he
That's
does.
so sick.
And it stays on. I don't know how.
That's awesome.
So you guys have been on tour for like a couple of shows now. How's it been?
It's been really, really cool. I would say like the least poppin' show was still a really badass show. So it's been sweet. Early load-ins are a new thing for us, and we're sleepy guys.
Yeah.
But it's been awesome. All the people have been really stoked. Good reactions.
All the bands we're touring with.
All the
are very
bands
chill.
are amazing. Plus they're our boys, and like all the bands we don't know are like nice and personable and stuff. So it's been sweet.
Speaking of the bands, I recall that in previous interviews you talked about how you lived across, like near the street with Riley, on Power Trip. And so how has it been like being on tour with Power Trip? Has it been something that you guys have wanted to do for a while?
Absolutely. I mean, me personally, I've been seeing them play since like 2011. So like probably before that, probably 2009. And so like I've always like been so stoked to see those guys. And then like we started playing shows and we started like meeting them and whatever. Now I live down the street from him and he comes over on Sundays and we just make some food and chill and watch stupid cartoons.
Cool, just normal things.
Yeah.
Speaking of the band, so the band name, Creeping Death. I read that it came from the Metallica song Creeping Death.
Absolutely.
So why that name? Why that?
I'm gonna say that. All right. This is the reason. We spent an hour. We had a whole show booked. First show was booked. Demo was written, and we're in like the group text for like an hour and a half talking about it. What the hell are we gonna name this fucking band? And for a previous project with some of our members, they wanted to name something Creeping Death, and they brought it up, and we were like, we were gonna use this for this, but we're not doing this anymore. So we were like, I don't want to think anymore. That's it.
Go with
That's it. It was like we all like
it's a hard
Metallica,
name.
obviously, but yeah, it was It was a lot of thought, and then very little thought put into our decision, if that makes sense.
Well,
For sure.
the song Creeping Death is sick.
That's
So
bad.
y'all chose a great
Didn't we open
name.
with that song one time?
I don't know. I wasn't in the band probably.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys ever
I
thought
think
of
we-
covering Creeping Death?
Dude, I'm not covering that whole song. There's no way. But we
It's
haven't
been talked about.
I mean, we definitely talked about it.
But it is a really long song.
It is
Really
a really long
challenging.
song.
Yeah,
And yeah.
I understand. So, how would you describe the evolution of Creeping Death sound from Sacrament of Death to Spectre of War and now to Wretched Illusions?
Well, this band always kind of started, like, we've always played hardcore shows. In hardcore shows, there's a lot of energy, a lot of involvement, and really what has happened is we've just kind of gotten better at everything that we do. So we're just trying to push it every new release, like more technical, more heavy, more, different directions that we might want to go. So I think every time we think every new release is our best thing that we've done, and it's been really cool, man. It's been a lot of fun the whole time. So.
I feel like if we have a new product and it's not considerably better than the last, we don't even want to use it.
Yeah.
So
How would you say, what would you say the sound of Creeping Death was overall?
I don't know. If a gargoyle and Satan fought each other, and there was a soundtrack.
Pretty metal. I like that.
I like that answer.
You're gonna pocket that one.
I'm writing that on my hand for the next one.
Those are,
For sure.
So what are your guys' biggest influences with making music and everything like that?
You go first.
It's cool because this band is kind of full of just different people that like different things.
Yeah.
Like Trey, most of us are metalheads, but like everything outside of that, like I'm a bass player. I really like rhythmically driven music.
Yeah.
AJ is just like Slayer, Shredder. Trey loves metal and hip hop. So all of those kind of things coming together into one thing is really where we get our sound. It's listening to old school death metal records like DSI, the Bolt Thrower, and all that kind of stuff, along with hardcore records we like. I mean, even bands like Power Trip and things like that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much where we get it from.
I have nothing to say anymore.
Sorry.
But yeah, we all are all our like music tastes are super outside of like death metal and stuff. Are super different.
Yeah.
So we kind of like blend it all together. Like there's like straight up hip hop riffs on that.
Yeah.
Or like beats.
Beats. Yeah. And we draw a lot from everything.
So with that and talking about the beats, how did you guys record Wretched Illusions? Was it like a group effort where y'all jammed together, or was it like more individual?
Well, we didn't have a lot of time, so like twice a week for like 3 months?
It was like maybe 2 to 3 times a week. We were all in a room. Usually somebody brought a riff, and then we'd kind of just jam it out, and then go like, okay, maybe it needs this after. And so we wrote it all collectively in the same room, which I think that kind of shows that we all listen to different things. It comes out in the record a lot, so it's pretty cool. It was definitely like grueling, but we'd never done anything that big before.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. I mean, like I kind of can't wait to write again because that was a really good time.
Yeah, 10 songs is it's a lot more than it sounds like.
Yeah, I bet.
Like we were busting out songs like every 2-3 practices, and then like we would do 2 or 3 practices, write a song, go to the next one, and then have 3 done and like go revisit them. And,
Tweak
kind of
edit, tweak.
So it was really fun though. It was cool.
I think it's really cool how you guys all have like a different music taste, and it can incorporate and help move the sound of the band, but it's also you stay true to your core, but you have new elements to it, which I think is really cool.
For sure.
So how did you guys get into metal? Was it like you grow up on it, or?
I think I saw an episode of Headbangers Ball when I was like in 3rd grade or 4th grade or something.
Yeah.
I found Slipknot, and then I was like into new metal, and like I liked Black Sabbath a lot when I was younger, and then I got into hardcore like my 8th grade year of middle school, and through that I found like death metal, and I found like everything else that I listened to. But basically it's just from putting myself around other people that had different interests. That's how I figured it out.
Cool.
Oh, also YouTube rabbit holes.
Oh, those are the best.
Easy way to find a lot of cool stuff.
For sure. For me, I was in middle school. I was like listening to like the shitty hip hop music that was around when I'm a little bit older, so like Ja Rule and things like that. And I started playing guitar because I always kind of wanted to. It was in my family. And then through playing guitar, I kind of got into more guitar-driven stuff. And then I bought the record Master of Puppets by Metallica.
Nice.
And just started to learn that riff for just like that. From there, I went into just deep rabbit hole of buying CDs, and sometimes you like a song, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
And then just getting into it that way. That's pretty much just through playing guitar.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So did you guys always know that you wanted to be in a band, or how did that like get
I feel like the first time I went to a hardcore show, I was like, I want to be in a band someday.
Yeah.
And like, that's what we did. I was like, yo, I just moved to Denton when we were like going to college and stuff, and I was like, Trey, let's start a band. I was like, I want to start a hardcore band. And he was like, I'm a metalhead. And I was like, me too, let's do that instead. And so we did that, and then that's my first band. It's Creeping Death. But yeah, I've always wanted to do it. Just kind of threw myself into it. I'd never done anything like that before, so.
Yeah. It's the same for me. Like again, through playing guitar, you see all these live videos and stuff like that of bands playing, and I'm like, this would be the coolest thing ever to do. And the cool thing to be about like our hardcore scene that we're at is basically just pick up a guitar, start a band, and there will be people there to support you and watch you and help you grow, and like it's just cool. It's cool that we're getting to do this. It's cool that we're talking to you.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of great bands that come from places. You have like I Am, Pantera, Upon a Burning Body. So what was it like being around that environment of these bands?
It was, inspiring. Like seeing Power Trip play, like just right now, seeing Power Trip in like a bandwagon is so cool, because I used to watch those guys like play Queen City Tattoo Hall, which is the size of this nook that we're in right now.
Oh wow.
And I was like 14, somebody hit me in the face with a chain. I was like, fuck yeah! And I was like, and honestly for me it was like, the 2 bands that really inspired me were Power Trip and like Vulgar Display from Texas, like in terms of like our scene. I was like, I want to do that. So
it's a really like welcoming scene for the most part. Like, so it's cool to grow up around people like that, and you see them doing it big now. You're like, this is great. Like it's so.
And it's really diverse too.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it.
For
Well,
sure.
thank you so much for taking the time to talk to
Absolutely.
me. I
Absolutely.
enjoyed it. Have a great rest of the tour.
For
Hope
sure.
it's awesome. Thank you all for checking it out and tuning in. Make sure y'all go see Creeping Death, listen to them. Go buy
Do it.
Wretched Illusions. It's sick, I promise.
Banger.